My passion has always been using technology to connect people, and that's really describes who I am. I'm sort of part connector and part geek. Through a complicated pregnancy, I found myself becoming a patient. I saw some really broken pieces of healthcare, and I had some ideas on how to fix that. And I got up the guts to pitch it to one of my best friends, and he was very positive, and we sort of worked on the back of a napkin of what it would look like. And then he helped me out by having a heart attack 2 weeks later. And so he became my first guinea pig, and together we worked on what that would look like for recovering from a heart attack. And from there, Curatio was born. When you are faced with that health challenge, whether it's yourself or a family member, there's a lot of things that happen. So you have to sort of become an expert in something you never wanted to be an expert in and learn a whole bunch of stuff really quickly. And what happens, there's a lot of research that shows, like when you're receiving that information, let's say when talking with your specialist or doctor, you're only retaining 10% of it. And so you go home and you're like, I think that was said, or I'm supposed to do that, or I'm not quite sure, and you maybe don't have anyone to talk to. Okay, great. Okay, well, good morning, everybody, and let's start with some good news. Who's got good news for the morning? We help you find other people like you, and then we layer in a whole bunch of programs and education and curated content about your condition. So we save you time on all the research and trying to figure out what's valid and what's not, and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't. And then we give you some tracking tools. So instead of keeping things on lists and post-it notes here and there, it's all in one mobile solution. My husband grew up in Vernon and lived for several years as a professional in Kelowna, well before I met him. And so this has always been on his bucket list. And a couple of years ago, I had the opportunity to attend MetaBridge, which is an AO-sponsored event. And it really opened my eyes. And I sort of came home and, wow, there's a lot of really cool stuff happening in Kelowna. And that sort of planted the seed for considering having our family here and creating a bit of a base. You know, in terms of building a business, I say this a lot, but I really don't think there's a better country in the world than Canada to build a business. We have amazing support programs, amazing people, a tolerant and diverse country. So I feel really lucky to be able to build Curatio here and take it out to the world. The best part for me every day is I get to talk to people who totally relate to what we're doing, and they share with me in a very generous way. They share with me their personal stories and what they've been through and what their health crisis has been and how this would have helped them or how it is helping them. And there really is no greater honor. I'm in tears on a regular basis because I can see how it's helping people. This has been the most meaningful work I think I've ever done. This is a culmination of my life's work to date.